Good morning, you guys. It is about 8:45, and I'm steaming my face because I haven't steamed in I don't know how long. Actually, no. It's been like 2 days, but I didn't get like a good steam, like how I usually would get a good steam, and I got like hella makeup. I slept in my makeup, child, several days, and my skin is cursing me out behind it. I said, okay. Let's try to do what we can. So somebody inquired about what kind of soap it is that I'm using. They thought that it was dish soap. I do use dish soap for certain things, though, that it's not traditionally supposed to be for. But I use cast-out soap for just about everything. And that's what you guys will see me use most of the time. This is cast-out soap. I like to get the little minis so I can bring it with me on the go. Because you never know. You know, when you might have to remove your makeup, you might have to do some other things, get yourself right. You never know. It's always good to have like a little miniature set of things to, maintain throughout the day. We don't know what the weather's going to be like. We don't know what is going on. It's like bringing toothbrushes and toothpaste and stuff like that with you. I keep all of that stuff in my purse just so I can have it on hand, just in case I need it, you know what I'm saying? So, and considering what I'm going through in my life right now, you feel me? It's kind of like, shit. Ain't no shame in my game, child. Yes, absolutely. I use cast-out soap and I keep it in my purse. Okay, and I have several bottles and I've been using it for years. I don't have any particular brand that I like, but what works for me and what seems to be the most effective one is the bronzers. And so I see that some of my sisters out there know what I'm talking about, and I love you guys for that. Thank you for calling that out. No, I'm not using dish soap for my face. No, but there are certain times where you might need something like that for, I don't know, say you might need to clean something or whatever, it's not traditionally for that, but you use it for that, You might need to clean surfaces or whatever the case. It doesn't really matter, but it's a very light soap, and it is also what has contributed to my skin clearing up also. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, so I've had to take plenty of time to myself and focus on my skin and stuff like that. And as soon as I slept in my makeup, you guys, I ended up with a whole new issue here. So, But anyway, so I'm not going to stop vlogging, you guys. I'm sorry that you feel that way. A lot of people are like, we're leaving her in 2024. I'm like, ain't no way you can ever leave me in 2024. Everything that you do is based off of what I'm doing. And that's just between me and you, all right? So it is what it is. It happens that way. And that's fine. But I still have to live my life, and I still have to figure out how my life is going to go. And it's not really easy to do that when we have all these blockages and things like that. So it's a lot of, like I said before, a lot of toxic feminine energy. That's what it is. So I don't really want to carry that into a new year, but the reality that we all have to face sometimes is that there are times when we do still have to deal with the remnants of certain things that we wanted to leave in the year prior. But, yeah, I'm going to have to do a few of these, honey. Because, honey, that makeup I was like, ooh, girl. And y'all know, one thing I can say in this new year, I do not want to go without makeup too much. Because I was like, no, I'm like, that's part of, your ladylikeness. But a lot is out of whack because of the fact that I don't, what I'm going through. So, I just wanted to tap in with you guys this morning really quickly so I could have a little chit chat or whatever. and say that I appreciate some of you guys. I think that a lot of work has been done to try to turn people against me, and I think that what I'm going through right now is kind of like just doing my own thing and allowing you guys to now see what I have already been going through and what I've already known and what I've already seen and experienced and all kinds of things. I didn't just find out about anything or anyone. A lot of things have been said behind the scenes, but you guys won't hear that because those people who are stealing that, who stole that footage, they don't want you to know that certain stuff transpired and that I actually knew, so, and I spoke with them behind the scenes, and they continue to, to attack. So it's fucked up, So I was forced to come out and speak on my own behalf due to my circumstances and people throwing people in my environment that didn't need to be in my environment. And the reality is that, every blessing is not a blessing. You feel me? And I was smart enough to know that. You feel me? But it was forced upon me, regardless of what I knew, it was forced upon me to kind of deal with shit in a certain way. And I don't think a lot of people know that, but I'm not just finding out anything. And a lot of people know that too, The fucked up thing about it though is that when you're ready to forgive a situation and move forward, people continue to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? They continue to do the shit. So, a bunch of bully type shit, type of stuff I don't really get down with. But a lot of things have made sense for me since then. Once again, I don't make my videos for people to care about what I'm going through. I make my videos to make sure that people are informed, okay? Even if you already know, now you officially know, okay? So that's that on that. So as I move forward, I have no idea how, because all of this shit from 2024 has really messed up what I've tried to build and what I've already built, and it's very discouraging. I talk about that this morning in my it's kind of like a blackout. I left it just completely black, and it's very discouraging, and I'm like, people really been fucking with me for a minute, but I'm trying to do my best. So the latest and the greatest is they stopped my income. They scheduled me for an appointment on New Year's Eve. And instead of me doing that, I decided to go and get my test results from the doctor. Because I'm like, why would you schedule me on New Year's Eve? It was a setup. It was all a setup. Countywide, Actually, statewide, if you really want to be honest about it. But for this one, it's countywide. So I said, all right, well, that's cool. What I just sprayed on my face just now is this. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of my cast out soap. I just love these little bottles. You can buy these. They're just the little travelers or whatever, which I would love to be doing right now, to be honest. I don't like being here where I'm at, but I'm stuck here where I'm at. But I think that's what they wanted. They wanted me to be stuck. So instead of, it's kind of like a mockery, like, oh, so you affirming, you positive, you doing this, you doing that. Oh, you a nice person. Oh, okay. Oh, you like, okay, you want to motivate people and shit like that. Well, we gonna tear your life up to where you can't really motivate people. People gonna look at your life and they gonna say, well, shit, I don't want to listen to her because, oh my God, look at her life. Well, a lot of other people came together. Groups and droves of people came together to do this. and they used the system, and they used a lot of other shit to attack me. So it took a lot for my life to look like this, trust me. You know, it took break-ins, it took badgering, harassing off of jobs, me not knowing what's going on, you know, trying to see about my children. So, like I said in my blackout, I said, listen, what you guys are seeing is not bitterness. You see an exhaustion, because I've been at this for years. I've been trying to do my thing for years, and people just keep fucking with me, you know? So that's why you don't see me. You see me talking about certain things, but you don't see me talking about certain things. You feel me? Because I know that it was a vengeful situation, and it was petty. One thing about this soap, you definitely need to keep it away from your eyes, because honey, when they get in there, listen, it should be serious. I don't think I want to put no makeup on. I'm gonna let my skin rest for a little bit, because I got these little scars. I'm gonna just let it rest for a minute, just for a little bit. I ain't got shit to prove. Shit. You know. People know I know how to put my makeup on and stuff and pull it together, you know. But anyway, so what I'm trying to do is I really want to improve on my business acumen this year. I want to start making sure that, you know, I got to get in contact with some people. It's kind of hard to do because everybody around here is involved in this shit. Everybody watched, everybody, you know, it's kind of hard to do that, you know. It's very discouraging. In fact, I almost thought about taking a little break. You know what I'm saying? Like taking a little break as far as, not as far as social media is concerned, but just taking a break from everything. Because I feel like I got a lot of things that I didn't deserve. I feel like people just didn't know how to let shit go. You know, while they were telling me that I was supposed to be the one to let go, I had already let go. And as soon as I let go and start focusing on my own thing, then here they come, you know, working through another organization or a different community or something like that, just so that they can, you know, stop what I'm trying to do. And it's fucked up. You know, so it's fucked up. So, and a few somebodies, they know that they did me really wrong. They know that they did too much, and they know that it affected my family in a really fucked up way. And they did it in a way to where it made it look like I was some type of bad mom. You know, witchcraft being done on my kids acting up, my kids getting into drugs and alcohol and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? Spazzing out and shit. You know, all kind of shit. You know? And it's like, okay, when it gets to be too much for me as a parent in general, like, okay, you know what, I gotta let you go your own way, baby, because it's too much. You know, if if you want my love, I'm here. If you don't, okay, I don't know what else to say. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing. But when you're ready, I'm here. Because I'm here and I love you. You know, but I can't take abuse from my own children when I took so much abuse from their father. Let's just say that. Okay? People sending out fake social workers and shit just so that they can get the tea on how my kids think and shit. My kids thinking that shit real. And they're like, finally, somebody I could talk to aside from my mom. I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say, you know, it's fucked up. And to be honest, don't ever worry about hurting my feelings, honey, because I done been through it all. Do you hear me? I done been through it all. You know? I done been through it all. we getting somewhere. But honey, the steam, I have to keep steaming while I'm cleansing, because that's one thing about this, it pulls out everything. It pulls out so much. But yeah, it feels good. Because my lungs were getting tight, and I was like, oh my God, what is going on? My chest or whatever getting tight. What's going on here? And I realized I was like, because I wasn't steaming. You guys have to remember, I fucking smoked cigarettes for 9 years. You know, literally 9 years to the T. And when I decided to quit, I literally quit like cold turkey. Like I was not. It took me a minute though. It took me a few tries. I think it took like maybe 3 or 4 tries of cold turkey. It did. And then I finally realized, I woke up one morning and I was like, damn, you know what? It's about to be 10 years of me being a smoker, and I didn't want to have to say like, oh yeah, I've been smoking for 10 years. Like I was like, oh, I don't want that for myself. You know, I don't judge nobody for, you know, doing that or whatever, because I ain't gonna lie to you, honey. Even now, I'll be like, yes, God, I remember. Honey, that little drag, you be like, I understand. And there was a lady who told me, I said this before in one of my other videos, it was a lady who told me, I was working in cosmetics and I was doing her makeup. And she had told me that she had quit smoking. And she told me that, she said, girl, the urge never go away. Once you a smoker, the urge never goes away. And she has never lied. And that was back in, I don't know, I think that was like 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. Okay, and she ain't never lied. And me and my friend, that's back when my friend, she used to smoke the little tiny cigarettes, it's like real thin like that. And they came in like a little pink cigarette pack. She was so cute. I think she was like Vietnamese or something. She was so adorable. And she was in the military, and she's like, oh no, I only date military guys. Like, girl, you need to get yourself a military guy. I was like, girl, why would I, you know, like, I never look at a man for what they do and where they are and all that type of stuff, and, you know, how much money they make and all that type of stuff. I always look at the man. I look at this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I look at this, and I look at how he treats me, right? So, that kind of thing. But nonetheless, you know, I'm sure she's married by now, and she definitely ain't got the type of problems I got. You know, so, but she was a sweetheart. She was one of my favorites, actually. And she and I, the lady used to see me and her outside smoking her little cigarettes. And so I think that's why she said what she said. She was like, girl, it ain't gonna never go away. You know, you're gonna always have the urge to smoke. It's about self-discipline. And at that point, when I decided to quit, what was that, in 2020? So 7, 8 years later, which is crazy, huh? It's like I made the decision to quit smoking, and I went celibate around the same time. It was crazy. But for me, I'm one of those people where when I make up my mind on something, it's like, okay, my body needs a break from that. I'm going to take a break from that. Okay. So, speaking of taking breaks, that's what I'm dealing with now, is a lot of people trying to push me off of social media for a number of reasons. One of which is this particular platform is hosted by a particular group of people that, is rumored not to like me, I guess. I don't know why. But, you know, we've heard already. I've heard about that for about a year. Okay. I'm just kind of like putting it all on the table so you guys kind of understand. So I heard about that already. I was walking out here, and it was my son's graduation for middle school, and I was walking out here, and it was a man behind me who was like, something told me like in the middle of the street, something said, get the kids to the other side of the street and stop. And I stopped, right? And when I stopped, there was a man behind me who was trying to, it was clear he had something behind his back. And I said, I think he was trying to attack me, but it spooked him that I just stopped out of nowhere, you know? And I got my kids to the other side of the street, and they were like, Mom, what's your problem? What's going on? Da, da, da. And I'm like, no, don't, just learn to listen when I say, you know, go across the street. You know, that kind of thing, you know? And so, basically, the man, he had a weapon behind his back. And I believe, just based off of circumstances and what was going on during that time, but I wasn't fully aware of what was going on. But I was feeling certain stuff like, what is this vibe? Why are these people like this? Why are these people acting like this? What is going on? And my apartment was getting broken into during that time too. So during that time, there was a lot of stuff going on. And I was just trying to make sure that my kids had some sense of normalcy. You know, my son was graduating middle school. I was trying to make sure that, you know, he got that, you know what I'm saying? So graduations are very important in our family because we're targeted, you know? So it's like when you're targeted around graduation time or time for some completion or success or something like that, you find that you end up getting attacked, you know? That's when the attacks come in, when you are trying to, you feel what I'm saying? When you're trying to make it, basically. So the man got spooked. He started speed walking away. And I realized that that's what was going on. I never told my children, you know. I just made sure that they were safe. That was the same year that I found out that somebody was tracking my children's computers and shit. So anyway, after that, I went on social media, and there was like some particular content that kept popping up that kind of made me think for a minute. And I was like, what is going on here? You know? So, without saying any more than what really needs to be said, I had an idea of who was sending people to try to hurt me, you know. And it wasn't necessarily, you know, you have to, you know, you got to do things in a way where it's like, you know, it's chess, not checkers type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, well, I ain't gonna get my hands dirty on that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Just being honest. You feel me? So. So I felt the way, but I had to continue moving forward. Shit, I had to do what I had to do, honey. I can't, you know, I can't just allow people to do all this crazy shit. You know, I had to work. I had a lot of other things I was trying to do. And those things got hindered. All of my projects, one by one, attacked. You know, stolen, sabotaged, whatever, you know. So my whole idea is you got to get through that. Some people say I need therapy. I don't really think that I need therapy the way that people think I need therapy. But like I said before, I most definitely have done the work to prepackage certain things that I'm concerned about within myself and within my environment. And I'm just at this point trying to figure out what would be okay to actually speak to a therapist about, and what I should possibly just continue to hold on myself and work through within myself. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a codependent type of person, but I do recognize when, you know, having like a specialist or a professional to kind of help out, you know, then I understand where that's, there's importance in that. There's validity in that. There's strength in that, so that I can actually do my thing. It helps me to move forward in a way that is, healthy for me, and those around me. Pause. All right, guys, so I'm getting ready to handle my business and get my ass up out of here and on to the rest of my day. I am literally going to be looking crazy like this today, but at least it's a fresh face situation. I'm probably going to throw a little bit of, some type of lip gloss or chapstick or something like that on, but I need to let my skin breathe. I've been wearing makeup for probably, I don't know, it's been about a good 3 weeks consistently. That's why I had to do the steaming, and all that type of shit. Child, I can't have my skin looking crazy because look, we got that part out the way. Remember, all of this these were all blemishes, right? I also heard about somebody trying to cut my face because I'm a true speaker. I wouldn't recommend it. All right, so, and then we got this right here. I had a pimple right here, here, and now I got them here and right here. So all of this stuff, and then I got one coming in. Well, not coming in, but it was like about to come in right about right here. So I was just like, okay, somebody's trying to draw a fucking constellation on my damn face. So I decided that, let's get on top of that. And, even though people don't want me around here, I have to be around here. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to leave here. And that's why they're doing what they're doing with my money, because they're like, well, shit, she can't even afford to get her car towed. She's going to be stuck there. So at least we know that we can, have people around her to monitor her, which is really fucked up, I would, it's like, goodness, I'm trying to get a car, it's just like, everything that I'm not able to accomplish it's sabotaged, and then it's perceived to the public that I wasn't able to accomplish it, and then it's passed on to somebody else, and then thrown in my face, is what I'm saying. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. Everybody knows I've been trying to get a new car so I can get to my next stage in my life. Everybody knows that I've been trying to find places to live, or at least an apartment, even if it's just a 1-bedroom or whatever. And it's like that is sabotaged, and then, it's kind of fucked up. That's a really fucked up thing to do to people. It doesn't motivate me at all, and I don't see where it would motivate anybody else either. I think it's just a slick way to, try to say, oh, well, I'm trying to motivate you, but in reality, you're really just further sabotaging me. Anyway, so you guys, I have to move forward, all right? And I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good morning.